Have I acquired the cheapest rear-wheel drive manual sports car with an LSD in the Bay Area? Well, maybe. In this video we're going to find out and also do a little bit of exploring of Sunnyvale, California, San Jose, which is where I was staying. We're going to get some toolage, we're going to do some maintenance on the car to prepare it for some track action at Laguna Seca and Willow Springs. The audio at the start here is not the best, that's why I'm just doing a little intro. Sorry about that, but it was 6 months ago and I can't do a lot about it now. Where's the metro place? Oh yeah, glasses. I've had these for a long time, a lot longer than that Netflix thing went on about that guy who killed everyone. So I've not had my eyes tested for a while. I understand I need to have words with my optician. Welcome to Sunnyvale, California, San Jose. Running low on contact lenses. Don't worry about that. It's running high on content. I need to introduce you to the California racing car, right? So you might have seen it at the end of the Sonoma video. Give you a clue, it's red. It's a brand that we've been quite familiar with recently. And rear wheel drive, front engined. See if you can give you some clues. Can you tell what it is yet? Can you tell what it is yet? It's a Scion FRS Toyota GT86 to me and you. So this is our California race car. So we've got a couple of events planned in this next weekend. We're going to be doing Laguna Seca time trial, and we're going to be doing another time trial at Willow Springs. So Big Willow Springs. So they're two Californian tracks, and we're taking part in something called the 86 Challenge, which is a Toyota 86 FRS BRZ time trial at Laguna. And then we're taking part in something called the 86 Cup at Willow, which is basically the same thing. So I wonder what's going on there. But yeah, two 86 time trial events. We're going to be in the stock class because the car, yeah, you guessed it, pretty stock. I've had to order some tyres for it, which are the championship specific tyres, but they're the same championship specific tyres for both series, so I'm really not sure what's going on. This car is owned by Matt, who you can just about see, but he doesn't really want to be in the video. But he is a Patreon, right? And he's giving the extra benefits of the content creation to me by saying, here's my car, feel free to use it for whatever you want. He's from the UK and he's going back there in a couple of days, and then we've got this beautiful motor vehicle, yeah, to just do what we want. So we decided to book some exciting maybe time trial events. So there's tracks I've not been to before, but we're going to be going with this car and just driving as fast as what we can and making some great content. So you might remember I drove one of these, a stock one. I actually drove one of the old Top Gear cars around Goodwood a few years ago. They're a good chassis. Good chassis, not too familiar with the engine. You know, it's an angry engine. It makes some angry noises on the street when you're revving it. And I drove it back from Sonoma the other day, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with the engine. It just sounds so angry. It's like, but yeah, you'll hear plenty of that. So today, anyway, I'm just doing some health checks on the car. So I thought it'd be a good time to introduce it. Yeah, the GT86, the Scion, which is not a brand anymore, FRS. So what I'm doing today is just giving the car a little bit of a check over. So checking rear pads, rear discs. I'm going to order some new pads for it. Obviously I need to get new tyres anyway. The championship specific tyres are a GT Radial, which I've not used before, but this car anyway, it's got a bit of an interesting past. It's been in an accident. There's signs of damage and dents all over the shop. I know it probably looks okay from where you're standing, but yeah, it's got a bit of a history. And Matt bought this basically just to use on track and just have some fun with whilst he was here in the US. It's worth pointing out a little bit of extra detail, extra history with this car. Matt basically wanted to buy the cheapest rear-wheel drive manual car that he could in the local area. He got this from San Francisco off a kid who brought it over with him from Texas. Before then it spent a long time in a salvage yard. Looks like it's never had an easy life, and then when Matt got hold of it he just started doing
track days in it, so yeah, perfect steed for what we want to do, maybe.
And he's extending that onto us, so we can now take the car and have some fun. But yes, it does need a little bit of TLC first. So today we're going to try and mount my GARMIN in somewhere. We're going to see if my HKS data reader thing, OBD thing, works in this car, which I'm pretty sure it should do. So then we'll be able to get the coolant temps and stuff like that. And yeah, just checking over the brake pads, which I've just done now, and yeah, they're pretty low. So we're gonna be changing them. The discs are still okay, fine to run, a little bit groovy, but not teabag. Oh, yeah, a little bit groovy, but yeah, not too bad. But yeah, the car is stock car, so we're entering the stock class. Very minimal modifications can you do, just tires basically, and brake pads of 3. So we'll be putting some brake paddings in it, and then yeah, just sending it at Laguna Seca, a track which, you know, we've all played on the PlayStation enough, right? And then Willow Springs, which I'm pretty sure is another Gran Turismo track from more modern Gran Turismos. Correct me if I'm wrong, is it? I don't know. But yeah, that's in Southern California. So it's actually going to be a bit of a pain because the Laguna Day is on the 28th, which is next Friday. And then the Willow Day is on the 29th. And they're about 300 miles apart, the circuits. So yeah, hopefully the car stays good for Laguna. It's going to have 2 hard days. So yeah, just giving it a bit of a check over.
It's working.
Just fixing the power. Someone did a clutch change and forgot to plug the ciggy lighter back in. I don't know who that was. All right, so things to connect. Well, what we're going to be adding. Why is the sandpaper here from Japan? Pedal cam, OBD for the water temperatures, GARMIN, but we're going to dash mount it with this guy, 1-inch ball mount. Thank you. Hopefully dash mount it somewhere. Sticky pads for the GARMIN camera and for the foot cam. And yeah, that's some good prep. A little bit of history on this motor vehicle. Yeah, a little bit of history. Oh! Tell yeah, looks like a brand new BMW almost. Orange peelings, but yeah, it's a rebuilt title, as they say here. Which is makes it worth a lot less. It's like a Cat C or something back home, but mechanically sound. It's already done a few track days. Matt's driven it at Sonoma twice, Laguna and Thunder Hill. We might try and do Thunder Hill as well. It looks like a nice track. They do drift days there as well, so we might try and do a drift day in this. We've got 2 spare tyres that we picked up on one of the most dodgy Facebook Marketplace transactions the other day. We met a guy in a car park, which is obviously not too dodgy, but then 2 cars rolled up, and the transaction was made out of the back of one of them, which yeah, maybe pretty normal for Facebook Marketplace. But yes, acquired 2 spare wheels, $75, very nice, and yeah, maybe have some skid rims as well. But this is the car, so yeah, do some electronics. It's already got something that I've not used before that I'm looking forward to trying, which is these things. These are the, what do they even call these?
Headrest mount?
Headrest mount, of course. Rear pads, there's not a lot. Can you see? Can you see? You can't see. Well, there's not a lot there anyway, so we'll need to change them. Front ones aren't too bad, but we'll just change the set, I think. All right, so the first question is, does this OB-Link that we bought in Japan from the Up Garages, does this work with this car? And I think it will, because when I was Googling, I saw a lot of GT86 forums when I was searching about this. So will it work? But obviously this is a USDM. Will it work? I don't know. Let's find out. It plugs in around here somewhere. Around here somewhere. Around here somewhere. There we go. Plugs in there. Okay. Yeah. Lights on. Tuck you in there somewhere, mate, if you don't mind. Sound. And then the old long boy Burn A phone, still in the Japan times. I need to sort that out. Oh, fingerprint, don't mind if I do. No registered fingerprint found, get in there. Okay, so ignition. Oh, you got the key? Thank you. Ignition. and then we'll ask Mr. HKS, are you going to connect? Are you going to log the datas? Hey, it works. It is working. Well, let's just start it and make sure. Wait, I'm going to get my biggle in there. Ball. Yay, buddy. Okay, we have the data. Data acquired. So this has got the quad locks on the back of it, so we'll find somewhere nice to mount this. That's good. Right, that's one thing ticked off. All right, got the OBD lad in. It's not the best, but you can't keep it plugged in all the time because it stays powered on in this car for whatever reason. Maybe it did in the 110, I just didn't notice. It's a little bit loose in the back of there, but I've put two safety cable toys in there to try and stop it from escaping, because the last thing I want is on my toes. Another thing I don't want on my toes is pedal cam. Some people have asked before about how do I mount the pedal cam. Well, a nice flat surface like this is pretty good. The Toyotas tend to have this nice flat underneath the dash, but the problem is that's like way close to the pedals. It's not too bad with the super view camera angle on the GoPros, but you kind of want it to be as far. So on the 110, I actually mounted some extensions to bring it even further back here, but then it kind of gets in the way of your legs. So yeah, you've got to be kind of careful. And the GoPro camera is offset as well. So the way the lens, I'll put a picture on screen, the lens is offset. So I always go kind of just left of the brake pedal, or try and go just left of the brake pedal, so that I want the brake pedal in the middle, and then you can see everything else around there. So yeah, I'm just going to put a sticky pad on here, but we don't have any brake clean, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a rough and tough with a bit of JDM sandpaper, and then yeah, we'll mount it probably about there. So just to the left of the brake pedal. About there? Yeah, about there. Cool. All right, now to mount the Garmin. All right, if you've got a Garmin, you'll know you can mount them. They come with a windscreen mount, right? And a lot of people do mount them on the windscreen. I don't really like them on the windscreen. It's good to see, you know, whether you're green or red straight away, but for me, I'd rather it was there on the dash somewhere, right? And what Matt said is that as long as, you know, it's a panel, like if we have to screw into the dash, if it's something we can replace easy enough, right? Although this is some fancy carbon fiber effect, so I don't know about that, but as long as it's something that we can replace, we can screw to the dash, right? So I would prefer if we can find something. So we've got a 1-inch ball, which is what the Garmin ball 360, whatever you want to call them, mounts. Now when you buy your Garmin, you get two of these, right? Well, I only brought one with me on my travels, so we'll have to do what we can. Can it just go there? Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna get the device and see, because I think ideally, I think that side of the radio would be a nice one, or maybe in that panel there, but I think that's an airbag. So I don't know if I want to be drilling into that. Maybe there's somewhere else we can go. I've gone there as well, but that's you can get that out of your view, but then, I mean, that's the dashboard, so I don't want to be replacing that. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Maybe in here somewhere? That might not be too bad. All right, I'll figure it out. All right, so who would have guessed that phone mount there had the exact same PCD as the ball mount that we got off Amazon? Exactly the same PCD, but it's not the, it's pretty strong, but with the Garmin on, it does float a little bit, but I mean, it's better than screwing into the dash, and I think it'll be okay. I don't think it'll fall off. We can obviously add tethers and stuff as well, but yeah, with the Garmin there, that's pretty good. It's out of my line of sight unless I want to look at it. I just want to have a quick look. What's that? Oh, I can see. Am I green? Am I red? You know, Laguna. Time trial, remember, we need to be aware of the lap times. Oh, we need somewhere as well to mount the phone. Maybe down here would be good for the temperature phone. All right, Garmin camera attached. A little bit fiddly. This windscreen was very oily. Maybe it's a BRZ, very vapey, I would say. Lots of vape oil on it, but got the kitchen roll and the made in USA with what looks like a cursed B7 Audi on the front. The invisible glass sorted us out. But anyway, will the Garmin work? Yeah, we should hope so. Let's test. This is the same Garmin that broke in Japan, if you remember. It's back in action. Stop beeping at me. I don't know, as long as it doesn't come off, right? But it's gonna be very much way. So I didn't know until recently. Someone told me on my Discord. Feel free to join my Discord if you want, but it actually uses the AI from the Garmin, the artificial intelligence, the tech buzzword of the recent years. Yes, no more cloud computing or machine learnings, no data scientists required, because now we have, this uses the AI to tell you where you're going, how to go faster. So it looks for the edges of the track. Apparently, I don't know. Apparently, but yeah. Anyway, I think it'll probably be fine. It'll probably be fine, right? Just a bit fucking. It's a bit loose. Right. The question is, do we just mount it to this, the cabron fiber? Let's have a look on the US eBay and see how much these go for. Does that say Subaru?
Everything's Subaru on this.
Subaru, made in Japan. That's crazy. Well, there's the part number. Is that the part number? I don't know. I'm going to see how much these are anyway. And if it's a reasonable price, then we'll just. I think it'd be better to have it hard mounted to this. I mean, this is not exactly screwed in. It just push clips in. But I'm a little bit concerned about that dash, the phone mount, just coming off. It's nice that it just fitted, but I'm a little bit concerned that. Oh, you're looking on eBay now? Mm-hmm. Live action.
$24.
$24?
Plus 9 shipping.
Is it the carbon fibre?
Yeah.
Nice. Ideal, alright. Cool, alright, I guess we're drilling into this bastard then. Right, anyway, that's the introduction to the California racing car, yeah? So, I'll do a little walk around just so you can see. It's not hiding anything, right? It's not hiding anything. It's yeah, I think someone's been vaping inside those headlights as well. It's murky, but yeah, there's plenty of evidence of ill behaviour. And what do you think of these tyres as well? Look at that. That's some factory camber alignment for you. Although this has been somewhat fixed now. It's got some camber bolts in, but camber bolts, stock suspension, it's maxed at minus 1.8. So yeah, I don't know, the Firehawks have maybe struggled a little bit, but yeah, we'll see how the GT radials get on. Probably similar tyres really. Oh, stud and nut convert. Oh, no, it would have had studs anyway, right? Just extended nuts. They're not factory, are they? Oh god, yeah. So yeah, plenty of bumps and scrapes. Hopefully we won't add any more, but yeah, looks like, I don't know what's going on with the roof either. There's loads of dimples in the roof.
Stored outside in Texas for a while.
It's from Texas?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So what are they, gunshots or hail? That's a big one. Oh yeah, I just remembered something, right? What grade oil do you think's in this car? In the California sun? What grade oil do you think's in it? Yeah? Remember, he's been doing track days and everything, thrashing it. What grade oil do you reckon's in it? If you guessed 0W-20, you would be correct. I'm gonna get some 5W40, I think. How much power are we gonna lose? Man, 0-20 can't be good for a track car, right? Especially in the California. Subaru, what are you thinking? Is it an emissions thing? Must be, right? Alright, we're extending slightly this video. The oil thing got me a little bit worried. I want to be going on track with this 0-20, so we're going to go to O'Reilly's, get some oil, do an oil change, put some 540 in it. Yeah, put some 540 in it. We're also going to try and get some tools, right? These lads were going to try and take the crank pulley off their K24 that we saw yesterday. Without an impact or a locking tool or anything. It got me thinking last night, well, you know, lending me a car and everything, maybe I'll go and buy some tools. But what I thought was it'd be nice to try one of these American China brands, like the Hercules or the Bauer or the Cobalt. I've seen, if you watch the Talk Test channel, which if you don't, then understandable. If you're a power tool nerd in training, then you might watch it. But yeah, this one brand is on offer at Lowe's. Cobalt is called. It's a mid-torque, and it should be enough to get a crank pulley off. It should be nice little tool. $150 with a battery, down from 230. So it's a public holiday today in the Americans, in the Freedoms. So they got some special offers on, and yeah, it's a pretty good deal. So it wouldn't let me reserve it though. There was only 2 left in store. Wouldn't let me reserve it without a US registered card. So let's just go and let's go to Lowe's. Try and get this tool, and we'll go to O'Reilly or something and try and get oil and a filter. Let's go. Can't say secured the package. All right, package secured. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the cheapie can do. Seen all the, I've seen quite a few YouTube boys using the cheapie tools. Milwaukee and Dewalski's were like going to be 2 times the price, and then you have to buy a battery. I mean, 2 times going to be half the quad. I don't know. Will it get a Honda crank pulley? That's the ultimate test of any impact, really. Can it get a Honda crank pulley off? I mean, it's maybe not the ultimate test in the land of the free and the brave, but back home, that's a big test for any impact. Can I get a Honda crank pulley off? We'll find out later. Now I'm going to go to O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm concerned about the oil on it. He's done two 4-track days with 0.20 oil in it. It's I don't know, man. It's pretty spicy, but let's go and get some 540, some good dinosaur juice, a new filter, and then yeah, we'll get it changed today, I think. Hell yeah, brother.
Turn right onto North Wolf Road, then...
I forgot to film inside, but you've seen me walk in O'Reilly and buy this stuff enough times, right? I wanted to try the Rotella. You might have heard of the Rotella. Have you heard of the Rotella? The Vice Grip Garage Man always goes for the Rotella, and I've seen other people using Rotella, and I wanted to buy the Rotella, but I didn't buy the Rotella because it wasn't as... it probably would have actually been better to buy the Rotella, actually. I don't know. You know the Rotella? Did I make a mistake? Oh shit, this says Eurocar. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm putting Eurocar in a USDM Jap car, which is not really a Toyota but a Subaru. Oh my god. Anyway, let's we've got an airport run to do as well today at some point, so let's try and get this done. Oil change. I'm worried. Well, I want to see how good that gun's going to be as well. It's a good shopping trip anyway. Oh, Wix filter as well. Up the Wix. Not the Wixers. Not the B&Q rival. The Wixers. Didn't these do touring cars for a bit, I think? Yeah, I think so. They're pretty fine, right? Right, the ultimate test for the Cobalt brushless is this K24 crank pulley. Will it do it? It's charged just about. I think it's got charge. Where's the battery indicator? No oh, hang on. Full batteries versus the Honda. It's on a full torque mode, I think. 3 lights. So this is Matt's H6, right? I don't know if he wants to be on video or not, but he is now.
Sure.
Right, just try and tickle it off first and see. Come on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Cobalt. What the fuck? Alright, that was like a good few seconds as well, right?
Yeah.
Is it in the high power mode?
I don't know how you adjust it. Is it?
There's some buttons and shit on there, yeah. Oh, what's this saying? Oh,
Hand
tight. No, I don't
Yeah,
need
we don't want that.
Number 3 for torque sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, this is the battery, so it's on full.
Yeah, battery's full.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold it down a bit. Just let it rip.
Yeah.
Give it a good 5 seconds. So it got there in the end.
Bit of a
The Cobalt, a little bit of a struggle, but it was $150 with the batteries, so.
solid. Yeah.
There you go. Passed the test after 5 seconds. Alright, what about the lug nut test, the wheel nut test, huh? Oh. I picked the only cross-threaded one. What the hell's going on there? Uh-oh. Are they alloy? No, they're steel, right? Wet spot? That's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty good. Hell yeah. Hercules. Cobalt. Cobalt. Surprised at how corroded it is on the suspension arms and stuff. It's a bit Brexit spec. Down.
Down.
Up.
Up.
Down.
Down.
So look at the tyres on here. This is totally legal. We're getting new tyres tomorrow. I'll film that actually as well. We're getting some of the, well, we're just going to like a quick fit or something. $28 per tyre to get them. But yeah, these, totally legal. These are the spares that we bought. These are Subaru. These are Scion, but they're the same wheel, I think.
Yeah,
Aren't they?
same wheel.
17x7. Do you think they're going to tell me, oh, you, because we're putting these are 215s and we're putting 225s on, you think they're going to be like, you shouldn't be doing that? I mean, it's pretty true because they're only 7J, they're not 7.5, but meh. 17x7 ET48, like EP3 fitment.
EP's a 7.5, isn't
Yeah, they are actually, yeah. So even EP3s have got better wheels. Anyway, get them on. I'll put the shit ones on the rear. Put the shit ones on the rear, right?
Doesn't really matter, they're all shit, to be honest. But yeah, probably better ones on the front.
Oh yes, cameraman position. We are leaving today, sir.
Yep.
I'm going to be alone with the FRS and the Bald Eagles and the In-N-Out burgers. Oh, what was it? Red Robin burgers.
You need to try it out though.
Yeah. Hand tight mode, right? Seems pretty fucking.
Fucking Hulk hand
I don't think. Okay, let's go to number 1. I don't think that's hand tight. Auto slow. God, you'll be grateful having this with these extended wheel studs.
Yeah, I know, it's a funny thing.
Look at this man's daily driver. What a machine. It's very nice. That tan leather. Oh my god. Look at the tan leather. Very good. Nice suitcase. China. Oh, we're back at the airport where our journey began. Well, this time we're saying goodbye to Mr. Matthews, sir. Thank you for your motor vehicle. Goodbye. Now we'll go back to San Jose. Is that Borat? Low on the rear. Are we in Northern Ireland? Where's the metro place? Right, so the next job for the FRS, the GT80, what do I call it? It is technically a Scion, but it's a GT86, right? But it's also it's a Subaru. It is a Subaru. I had a sudden realization earlier. I was looking at parts and stuff there, and it's a Subaru. I know it's co-developed but it's a Subaru. Subaru engine, the chassis I guess was, maybe it was a chassis Toyota. All the like arms and stuff are like pressed Subaru. It's pretty, yeah. Anyway, the car has been chilling for longer than what I thought it had, and the coolant temp, if only, where's my mobile device? I don't have it here. We could check the coolant temp, but it's pretty, it's not warm, but sure the oil will flow. The oil will flow anyway. It's only 20 weight oil, right? So it should flow right enough anyway. We're going to change the oil, right? Changing the oil. That's what we're doing now on this Subaru. I had a Subaru before. Tell you one thing that's nice about the Subaru. It has a jacking point. Right. Hang on. The front jacking point just there, which is easily accessible. Bastard. Am I too close? A little bit too close, but it's got a front jacking point, which is easy enough to get to. Apparently, this car has a tap for a drain plug, which is hopefully not as dodgy as it sounds, but let's have a look. A tap for a drain plug. Is that it? Oh, okay, that's what it is. Good. No idea. Has it got a bolt in it? Is that an Allen head? So you just push it round, and then there you go. There you go. So if I just close the tap a minute, can you see? I close that. Can my slightly oily hands get this oil filter off by hand? Oh, look what it is, by the way. Yeah? I know some things are tricky to get to on here, but oil filter. Oh, it's very loose. Okay, excellent. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, genuine Subaru, made in Japan. Oh, it's dirty in there though. I guess having the oil filter there, look at all the dirt. Can you see it? Having the oil filter facing the sky and having this cup around it, there's lots of dirt. That's not nice. All mixing in with your oil and stuff. Nasty. Right, guess what? This oil filter looks like it's been used, or at least test fitted. Looks kind of cheap, doesn't it? It just looks cheap. Are you gonna do some filtrating? Are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just tightening up this filter. You can hear. I didn't want to try and clean it. I didn't want to risk. I thought it'd be more risk of getting dirt inside, right? So I'll just leave it, but I'll just wait for traffic to calm down and then listen, right? Just listen to it. Can you hear it? I'm tight. That tap's pretty weird. I think it's back on there, okay. I had to get the boys out just to give it a little, you know, forged steel. Right, I've had a look in the garage. No filter, no funnel. So we can either make one, or we can just give it a Hail Mary. It's a bit in there, but I'm feeling like a Hail Mary. Bottoms up. Oh, it's windy. Hell yeah. Oh, stay back, wind. Stay back, wind. Oh, let's play a game. How long for the oil light to go out? What do you reckon? I'm gonna say 1.7 seconds. 1700 milliseconds, yeah? What do you think? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it looks kind of orange on yours, but it's there, right? Oh. No problems, pal. No problems. Why is the TPMS flashing? Can I set that? Surely it doesn't have tyre pressure valves, right? Maybe it do. Subaru. Right, it's got 5 quarts in it. I've just wiped the rag. No. I just realised 2 things. One, my phone was on slow-mo mode. I don't know how long it's been like that. 2, the oil filter, it will always drain, right? So the oil pressure switch is maybe not on the filter because it's upside down. So as soon as you turn the engine off, the oil will automatically drain out of it anyway, right? So, I'll put some more oil in. It's got about 5.5 litre, about nearly 6 quarts of oil, mate. Just about nearly 6 quarts of oil. And we'll check it again before we go on track. But yeah, job done. All right, that's the oil change done. Tomorrow we will, no more water. Got some weight in that oil, got some gravity in that oil now. Those dinosaurs, got the big dinosaurs in it now. None of that 20 stuff. Tomorrow we're gonna go to the Pep Boys, which is basically their version of like Quick Fit, I think, or National Tyres or something. And I'm wondering if they'll have to mention, right, that the tyre size is different. So the factory tyre size is a 215/45, which I assumed would be on a 7.5J wide wheel, a 7.5 inch wide wheel, like the Hondas are. Hondas DC5s, EP3s are 215 tyres on 7.5J wheels, and I thought that's what this would be, but no, it's not. 7-inch wheel. So putting a 225 on a 7-inch wheel, we've been here before. Who remembers my woes and complaints with the EG last year? We're going to be in the same game. But I had a look for some wheels. There's some wheels on Facebook. I didn't want to spend another. You know, I've spent. You know, we're obviously the car's gratis, so that's very nice. But you know, we're already way over 4 figures. Doll hairs into you know, doing bits and bats. I didn't want to bother buying wheels, so we'll see how it goes anyway. But yeah, anyway, join me tomorrow now for Pep Boys. What are these signs in California? Pep Boys. At first you pep, and then you boy. And I reckon a couple of hours to fit a couple of tyres. So now I reckon I could get stuck in and help them out, but maybe they wouldn't appreciate that. They didn't have a concern. I told them about the tyres, they weren't too concerned. Although, is this a supermarket? Because I could definitely do with some groceries. Now we're wandering. We're wandering, all right. I think this is a supermarket. Ideal. Let's go back inside. Oh shit, I'm gonna be trapped. Do I do it? Do I do it? Oh, watch this. Oh, long. We can do some car spotting. Oof. Saw a video the other day of someone changing the rocker cover gaskets on this. Full engine out job. Very nice. Don't I feel daft? Could have brought my laptop and done some work. Now I'm roaming. Data roaming. Could do with finding some contact lenses. So there's a few things we could do with acquirings. Some numbers for the back of the car, some groceries, and maybe a fuel can. We just had a look in there. There's a parts shop next door, and all the fuel cans have got this like safety lever on, no ventilation. They look like super slow filling. 5 gallons, which is 20 litres. Less than 20 litres. So could do with something for Laguna, I think. I've just seen online that there's a craft store, about 20-minute walk this way, so we're going for a little wander. Oh, Dodge. Revving it, he's revving it. He's doing the rev. Maybe we'll see him fly past in a minute. Oh, danger, danger. That cardboard's not doing much. Charles Schwab. Oh, here comes a Dodge. You see the Dodge? Look at that. Dodge. florist. Look, it's the famous burger. Big Ford. Big Ford of Sunnyvale. There's a garage over there that says British and European car service. Maybe we should check that out. Super Duties. Look at the size of them. Huge. Oh, electric truck. Interesting. Wonder how many of them they're selling around here. Probably California, quite a few. Maybe. Oh, P46 on free. Right, I can see a Discovery 2, a P38, loads of Priuses. Probably just Land Rovers, I guess. Land Rover, Range Rover, Jaguar. Can't see much else. And on this side of the street, oh my god, it's an E46 M3. Manual. Oh, that has a look about it, doesn't it? That's definitely a look. Got the bicycle ramps on top. Not teabag. Here's one for you, look. The Tesla support truck. Ford. It's a Ford, right? I think. Hang on, let's confirm. Yeah, it's a Ford. Huh. This is where Tesla's come to die, I think. They're all dusty as This one's got its spoiler up despite being parked, so there's some interesting things going on. Oh, there's loads of them around the back. All the Teslas. Alright, I've only walked like, I don't know, 200 meters maybe. And there's another Tesla, but also E36 M3 saloon. Very nice. Oh, there's a Evo here as well, if you're interested. Maybe this is like a service centre. Sure, it's not another dealership, right? Could it be another dealership? We want to cross the road at some point, and I think that's for Bosun, I think. Oh, Bumblebee's here. I don't think I'm allowed to cross the road. That's another dealership. Surely not. The other one is, can you see the red in the distance? Where that just closer than that truck backing up. That's where the other one is. Well, surely there's something going on, right? But it looks like another dealership. The other dealership had a Roadster in there. I actually saw one on the road the other day, the original Roadster. That was nice to see. Oh, have they facelifted the Teslas? Have they? Is that a Model 3? Looks kind of facelifted, maybe? I don't know. Batteries. But yeah, the shop where you want to go to is over there somewhere. Right, that's the store. But there's 6 lanes of traffic between me and it. And I might be able to sneak across, but I think it's verboten. There's a crosswalk right down there. I guess I'm going to have to do a loop. There's another Safeway supermarket. What? That's a supermarket that I went to first, next to the Peppy Boys. What? How can there be? Hey, I don't get it. I made it to the crosswalk, but this is a store which I've been told I should visit. This is an Ace Hardware. Maybe have a look, see what kind of jerry cans they've got, if they've got anything. I imagine it's probably some California stuff where they're not allowed the fast flowing ones or something, I don't know, maybe. We'll see if they've got anything different. That was the quietest shop inside ever. But yeah, no dice from Mr. Ace. Same cans, non-vented. Kind of like a vented one, you know? Might have to buy like a VP Racing or something. They should be accessible here. That's the homeland, right? God. We need to cross the street. What do? Press the button?
Wait.
Wait, I will wait. Don't worry about that. Got some waiting to do. Very nice man's in the Ace Hardware though. He told me to check over here where we're going anyway. That's the O'Reilly's that we actually visited the other day to get the oil yesterday. Oh, sorry.
On to cross El Camino Real.
Oh, I can cross. It actually said what street we was going to cross. That's cool. Technology. Yeah, I'm not going to bother going to the shop. I'm pretty sure it's the same deal, right? Maybe we'll go in the car on the way back. But let's see if the craft shop can get us some stickers. So you got to have stickers on the car for track days here. Stickers on the car for track days, right? Both doors and the rear. I bought both doors whilst I was at the track the other day. But now I need to put some on the rear as well for this this day we're doing at Willow Springs. Okay, sure. DF. So this is another quiet one. Do them being a bit bigger. Not having much success on this shopping trip. A little bit small in there. There's 2.25 inch, but you can imagine if you're behind me, you need to be able to identify the car number, right? So I need a few more, maybe 4 inch, probably minimum, on the back of the car. So I'll have to get some like wheelie bin ones from Asda or whatever. Have to go to the supermarket. I had a look in the Safeways, but there's no. Anyway, make my way back up there now. Hopefully it'll be all right. Another car spot. Modded FL5. Is that wide fenders? Is that normal? Standard, is it? I don't know. Looks like it's got some work wheels, maybe? I'm looking at the red spoke, chrome lip. Pretty nice. Maple Tree Inn of Silicon Valleys. Now we've made it back to the British and European foreign and domestic car service Camino mufflers. Camino mufflers? We got P38, Disco 2, MG, 2 MGs, an FC, RX-7. I can see a old Shark Nose 6 Series as well. Range Rover Sport. Yeah, not bad. Bill Quinn or Rebecca Lynn? Take your pick. Greta Lou. Felicia Wu, Greta Lou, Bill Quinn or Rebecca Lynn. Take your pick.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
Okay. What do you want me to do? Is it time to walk?
Wait.
Okay. Weird Honda Accord maybe? Is it time to go yet? Can we go?
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Fair Oaks.
Oh.
Walk sign is on the cross. Fair Oaks.
Time to walk? Okay, thanks.
Fair Oaks. Wait.
Okay. Ooh, jazzy. Ooh, Challenger, Charger. Ooh, Golf Mark 4. Well, I can see my car outside, so I'm guessing it's either done or they didn't want to do it. Which one will it be? Damn. They look fine. Campiro. Oh, super hot. Now I've stopped doing the walk. The pet boys wish me the best of luck for Laguna Seca, so thank you very much. We're gonna go supermarket now. Well, I am. You don't have to come with me. I'll try and find some numbers and I'll try and find a fuel can and yeah. What else? Oh, brakes. Brakes, if they come before the weekend, I'll keep it in this video. I'll just keep it in this video anyway. We've got some new brakes coming and stuff. My dearest Dixel, I don't think they've got their foot in the market over here yet, so we had to go for some other pads, which I've raced on plenty in the past, and I know they're good. But it's actually the pads that I ditched for Dixel. We're going back to them, to American brands. Well, yeah, I still feel very grateful for what Dixel did for me in Japan, so but we'll not scream too much about the brake pads and stuff. And yeah, got new disc and pads to do on the car, and then that's it. Then she's prepped. And the event's not until next Friday, so we're actually 8 days ahead of schedule. Fucking hell, crazy. Holy shit, is that a Camry Sports? Whoa. We are in the presence of greatness. The tyres do look a little bit ballooned, but not too bad. Would be much better with an 8J wheel, of course. They said these are only 7s, but yeah. So these are GT Radial Shampiro SX2. It's GT Radials, 200 treadwear tyre. Yeah. Hopefully it's decent. And now for the final part. Hopefully. Oh shit. We're a box down. Where's the other box? I was going to go and drive this on some toge roads today, but I didn't want to ruin these tyres in their prime. That's how dedicated I am. That's how dedicated is the wrong word. That's how competitive I'm feeling. GT radial. I got discs, I got pads, I got a Dixel t-shirt just to keep the playing field nice and level and fair. Right, what do we have? We've got some eccentric rotors, which I joined an 86 Discord, and they were all saying these are as good as OEM. I was wanting some slotted things really, but they were cheap, okay? Cheap. And then we got some Carbatech, which is a brand that Rogue Motorsport tend to use. So I've raced on it before. I've also had it in my own MRS, both my MRSs. This is not the compound I wanted though. This is the XP12, which is way overspec'd for this car. Way overspec'd for this car. But I was a bit limited by delivery dates. And all of this was just kind of what I could get quickly. It's just all finished arriving today, Sunday the 23rd of June, okay? And tonight we're gonna hopefully get it all fitted. Yeah, it's just brake pads and discs, right? How hard can it be? I just found this in the garage, so excellent. Thank you very much. That should do the job. So I'll just get we'll start on the rear since the rear's here and it's cool in the shade. Get the rear up and hopefully the pads that I've ordered match. Hopefully the discs that are alright, yeah? How's about this as well? I didn't want to ruin those tyres, right? But what I can do is put the originals back on, but that'll be a 215, right? So do I put it on the rear or the front? Eh? Remember, we need to go and bed these pads in at some point as well before we get to Laguna. Food for thought. We're changing the disc. There's nothing really wrong with this disc. It's fine. This disc is absolutely fine. But, I mean, I figured I might only be able to go to Laguna once and they didn't want to take any risks. I mean, how far do you go? Could have done brake lines as well. They don't look too bad, obviously, but meh. There's a Subaru with Toyota style calipers. Toyota differential. Same differential case as my JZX. Oh, these pads are fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. Could have got away with that easy. Oh well. Now the rear's all done, adjusted the handbrake to the parking, the emergency brake, the e-brake even, as they might call it. Just noticed something funny on the front that I want to show you. So this car is completely stock, right? Completely stock apart from, you know, pads, brake pads, whatever. But suspension, everything completely stock apart from one thing. What's that one thing? Camber bolts on the front. If you remember, his old tyres were rolling over on the front, so he got a garage to install some camber bolts, did some other bushes, and they did the wheel alignment, and they could only get 1.8 degrees of negative camber. That's weird, isn't it? I think it could be anything to do with putting the bolt in the wrong hole. I think it could be anything to do with putting the bolt in the wrong hole. Yeah, maybe. That should be in the top, the bottom one. The bottom one's the camber bolt. That should be in the top, not the bottom. No wonder they could only get 1.8 negative out of it, but it's not enough camber really, but I mean, these are just road tyres anyway. There's championship specific tyres, right? I can't be bothered aligning it and stuff. Taking it for a wheel alignment, can't be bothered. We'll just send it, but yeah, there's your answer. That's why you can only get 1.8. Holy shit, boys. And 0.2% girls. And 0.1% unspecified. Twin piston, I don't know. Shizer. Old pads. Yeah, still got a little bit of life, worth keeping for spares. These are some, what were these? Hawk something. Hawkeye. Shizer. So if the pads were dead, I'd use the backing plate to push the pistons in evenly, but now we need to find something. That'll fit. In my garage of dreams. Maybe a bit of wood. What's that doing? Oh, maybe A61 man bought it. Can I have some genuine antifreeze coolant, please? Seems like the kind of guy who would go to BMW for his coolant. What am I going to use? I need a bit of wood, like a little bit of wood. That's what I need. If you never worked on one of these dual pistons, we don't actually have to push them both in at the same time. They're just better if we can, right? If we've got a special tool, which we don't. I'm on this really kind of cockeyed, so it's not going to be great, but I'll try it and see. We might get lucky, it might go in, but we can do individually. But what will happen is when we push this piston in, this one will get pushed out, and we don't want to pop the piston out because that would be a sad time. Yeah, but let's see if this just works. Maybe. Whee! I can see it from my eye. I can see the wood. Pushing them both in. Only concern is I left that about half full, but it's definitely going to be over the max when we're done. Super max. That actually worked really well. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Right, we're all done with the brakes. I'm just going to go for a little test drive, and I'm not going to bed them in. It's a bit too bright outside to be bedding in brakes on the streets, but I just want you to shut the fuck up. I just want you to listen to the engine. Now, this is what I was trying to fix with the thicker oil. It just sounds a bit rattly when it's cold. You have a listen.
After the beat.
Sounds a little bit rattly, a little bit ticky. Maybe that's how they are, I don't know. It's only done 68,000 miles, so should be alright. If the initial flip-flop feeling's any good, then we're on to a winner, I think. Just gonna do some light braking. Get up to speed a little bit, do some light braking, and then maybe we'll go for a more in-depth brake test, brake bed another time. Green light. Oh, I'm very gutted I didn't put a GoPro in or something. I've genuinely just seen a lowrider doing the hydraulics at the traffic lights. It was green, so I should have stopped anyway, really, and videoed him. Just some old boy in like an old something or other, just giving it that at the traffic lights. Maybe that's just what they sound like. Sounds pretty wrong to me. I'm gonna have a look at some GT86 FRS BRZ idling compilation videos on YouTube now. But I think that's long enough for one video. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is the California race car rings, yeah, with bugs inside. So all I'm gonna do before Laguna is wash it. It's pretty filthy. I need to fix this trim for where the Garmin sits and get the Garmin rigged up and stuff, but it needs a good clean on the window screen, that's for sure. Set the camera and all. It's Laguna, so we'll be going to Laguna on Friday. On Friday morning I'm gonna drive down,
And after Laguna, as long as everything's okay, we're driving down to Willow, about 3.5, 4 hour drive. Got a hotel booked for that night, and the day after we'll be driving a very similar 86 challenge, Toyota 86 FRS time trial thing, but at Willow. So hopefully the car does good. Brakes, tyres, engine, hopefully engine will be good too. But yeah, that's the California. So big thanks to Matt for lending me the car, obviously. And hopefully there's still some good bits, you know. I don't think we'll absolutely kill these tyres and pads and shit like that, so hopefully it gets a bit out of that, and if, you know, oil change and all that. Hopefully it's still working at the end of it. I'm a bit concerned. I've got it in my head that these are a bit fragile. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But there'll be plenty others to battle against anyway. We're in the stock class. In the last round, I think there was eight or nine entries into this stock class. So yeah, we'll go and see what we can do. I'll see you there, hopefully. Have a good time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Like and subscribe. California dreaming. Mamas and papas.